If you think you're safe in a medical emergency on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, think again, you're not. When my 26-year-old third-year medical student client suffered a cardiac arrest on a treadmill and collapsed, nobody would help her. There were crewmen standing right there. Crewmen who'd received formal training required by maritime regulations to provide immediate interventions, and they stood by and did nothing. Once we filed the lawsuit, we found out Royal Caribbean instructed them they didn't have to do anything if they didn't want to. Helping injured people in emergencies is voluntary, according to Royal Caribbean, and up to the crewmen. So what happened? My client lay there for minutes, precious minutes, while her brain was dying, as her mother screamed for help, "Get a doctor! Get a doctor!" Well, finally the doctor came, and when he got there, he resuscitated her. But by then it was too late. She was in a coma, and she stayed in a coma for 30 days. When she came out of the coma back home in Ohio, she was a different person. She never became who she was again. She can't practice medicine. She can't live independently. She barely speaks a few words now and then. She requires 24/7 supervision by a caregiver all of the time, and a brilliant career that could have been saved has been lost because Royal Caribbean tells their trained crew people you don't have to use the training if you don't want to. So what do we need to do? How do we get the point across that the international maritime regulations mean something, that they're there for a reason, that training is not just a meaningless exercise to go through in order to get a certificate of completion? Royal Caribbean has to tell its crew members, use your training, help our passengers when they need it, based on the way that you're trained to do it. And if they do, people like my client Preetha Amaran can be resuscitated from a medical emergency without any long-term disabilities.